Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we've got a little bit of repairs to do, so let's go ahead and tick forward, 5 days? Yeah, 5 days. Wonderful. So we'll just go until our work orders are complete. Perfect. We can sympathize with Jinx, or we can send Arclight to us. Okay, Arclight's in low spirits, sure. I don't really mind. It's not all that relevant. Okay. So, we've got 3 days before the financial report. We're doing fine financially, but we definitely want to deploy here. So let's go ahead and hop into the command center. And I mean, we could take a travel contract, I suppose. This is a defend base mission. We can give it a go. It's possible that we fail it, but it's also possible that we don't. 4 and 18, 5 and 23. I mean, we're doing fine financially. I think we go full salvage here. That said, we are 3 days away from the financial report. How much is each of these priority salvages? That's 150k. I think it's fine. I think we go full salvage here. So we're going to bring everybody that we normally do. We're not going to bring the Striker. We're going to bring the Blackjack. Now, Arclight does not have Blackjack skills. Does Bearclaw? No. Okay. It is what it is, then. That's fine. So, in theory, we should be pretty capable of pulling this off. That said, we need to also consider that we need to move somewhere else. And that might be, like, next time we take a big chunk of damage where it's going to take, you know, a week or two in order to actually repair it, we probably want to head somewhere else at that point. Maybe that's after this mission. We'll see what we're up against. But I'm definitely interested in moving somewhere that's like 5 skull. I'm not interested in starting to take flashpoints yet, but we'll get there. For now, though, we need to guard the supply depot. We have a centralized supply depot here in Bell, located to support multiple fronts of hostile action. With so many troops elsewhere, we're looking for a lance of mechs to babysit our outpost. We have no intel that suggests a specific threat, but better to be certain. Commander, while there's a lot of fighting in the region, the supply depot is well behind the current front lines. I can't help but be suspicious about their no intel claim. Yeah, I mean, we also have no intel, and we know for a fact that there's enemies coming here. No, it won't, Darius. Here they come. Okay. Friendly convoy? Yeah. That's fine. So, they're right over in here, then. These are some awkward drop points. Very awkward. I'd prefer to drop somewhere a little clearer. I mean, this area is relatively clear. We could drop over here instead and make our way over this way. This is near where we're supposed to deploy. So, for example... Is that a shadow? I think this is just a shadow, right? No, that's a rocky outcropping. Okay, that's not the safest spot to deploy then. Here would be still a bit messy. Well, I suppose since we can see where we're going to deploy, let's go ahead and not deploy exactly there. Let's deploy... there we go. That's a pretty decent deployment there, with the possible exception of this one. That's the Centurion. I think it's going to be okay. I don't think we're going to need to jump jet off of there.
Who fights over a place like this?
Time to get dirty.
Okay. Enemy turn.
Brown as far as the eye can see.
They're already firing on our friendly vehicles. That's okay. We'll get those defenses online. And yeah, they are more than capable of dealing with that. So we see that there's a vehicle here. There's just not much that we can see right now, but we see 2 mechs and 2 vehicles. Okay. Our Jaeger is not the one that needs to move.
Waiting on
That would be this Chameleon. But actually, I'm going to reserve here. We know that this quick draw already moved, but I want to reserve past phase 20 here. Okay, now we're good. The Cicada moved to there.
receiving you.
We're going to close in over here with our Chameleon.
On the move. Full speed.
Do we go for the quick draw or the Cicada here? Definitely the quick draw. Not great hit odds there, but it's okay. We'll accept that.
Damn it.
The J. Edgar will close in up over this way. I'd love to get into rear arc, and indeed we can. Quick draw it is. Okay, only the medium laser, but that's fine.
Ready for order.
The Nidhogg can come up over this way. Now, if we were to drop bombs here, we will likely damage our J. Edgar. We're out of range for bombs, though, so we're just going to do the Snub-Nose PPC and the rocket packs. We missed the PPC, but some damage in there from the rockets.
Standing by.
Fine. The Jaeger will step up to here, and we'll light into this guy's side arc. Ooh, that was 2 big hits.
Solid connection on that one.
That was good luck there. I like it.
Standing by.
Now, the Harasser is going to also come up to around this position. I think here is good.
10-4.
And we're going to heat this guy up in non-AoE form.
Fire an all weapon.
That's a lot of heat into that quick draw. Our ally vehicle comes forward. That's fine. Our archer can step up to here, and we are going to really damage this quick draw.
On target.
This entire side of him is now dead. He falls. He's overheated and knocked down. They tried to fire on him and failed. Okay, sure. Oh, barrages, huh? Okay. A little awkward there, to be sure. Our guillotine will step forward. I would love to stay in the water here, and in fact we can. So we're going to stay in the water and fire on this quick draw. Hit odds weren't quite what I was hoping for, given that the quick draw is knocked down, but regardless, maybe an ejection? Yeah, an ejection. That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
So the Blackjack will step up. I would, again, love to be in the water. Unfortunately, we can't really get there and be an LOS. So we're going to build up some heat this round. There's no doubt about that one. Ooh.
Reporting internal damage.
Straight into the side arc of our Harasser. That wasn't ideal. That certainly wasn't ideal.
Need something, Chief?
That said, the Maxim can close in over here into this side arc. And we will light up the Cicada. Or will we? Yeah, we'll light up the Cicada. Hit odds aren't good, but we'll take them. Mostly because the Cicada moved quite a bit. Okay, the mash truck moves up. Doesn't do anything. That's fine.
Receiving you.
Our Hunchy will move in over this way. And I would not mind positioning here for purposes of attacking the mash truck, which is our better hit odds. Still not great, but we'll take the 23 damage. Wonderful.
What can I do for you?
The Chameleon will also move up over into this region. And we're going to continue working on that mash truck. It's not the most attractive target this round. I'm hoping next round it will be better. I'm also hoping that we don't end up losing our Harasser super early.
Yes, Commander.
We'll probably end up losing it at some point. The Centurion, can we get into LOS to hit the mash truck direct? We can.
Moving it.
We'll try that. We'll probably miss, but we'll give it a go.
Engaging target.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that one. I'd love to get the Centurion down into the water. Okay, there goes that barrage over here. That is completely fine.
Standing by.
Now, the Nidhogg at this point is going to definitely come over here and hit the mash truck.
On it.
Excellent.
Reporting. One less vehicle.
Okay, phase 19, the cicada moves. We'll see what it does. Fires on that building. Okay, that's fine.
Good to go.
For now, anyway. So, the cicada positioned here. I want to get the J. Edgar directly behind the cicada.
Roger that.
And, okay, a little bit of softening there. Not the best, but it'll do. The Jaeger will step up to here. And I think we have a good LOS on the cicada. Yeah, we do. Ooh. Another good luck there. That's a lot of damage.
Waiting for order.
The Chameleon will step up over here. Now, I'm expecting that the others are going to drop on probably this side, right? But, actually, no, they won't. The edge of the map is right here. They could drop here, but they'll probably drop over here. Which is completely fine.
On it.
Okay, no hits on the cicada. That's fine. I'm not super shocked by that.
Negative damage.
And that's also not predicated... Like, my strategy here is not predicated on getting these front arc hits on the cicada, right? So, it's completely fine. Wonderful. Stressed and unsteady. That's what we like to see in cicada pilots.
I'm going. Locked and loaded. Here it comes.
Okay, the cicada's actually dead. It didn't need to die to that. The plan was to kill it with the Maxim from rear arc,
You can send before me?
but it's completely fine.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So the Chameleon will just move up over to this position for now.
Waiting
And
for
the Centurion, I would love to get the Centurion into the water. It's not going to happen. Okay,
Roger.
we'll sink that heat. Vargar didn't quite make it into the territory I wanted it to. For now, we will move the Blackjack along this shore and sink heat.
Acknowledged.
Excellent. And the Hunchy, it's going to do pretty much the same thing. I don't think there's a way down over here. Maybe you can get down that. Yeah, you can. Do it.
No shooting, just running. Got it.
Excellent. Again, I'm making assumptions on where we're going to be getting additional enemies from. But we're going to come in directly behind this Mervaka 7 here.
No target.
And we're going to heat this guy up. Probably kill it with the Harasser.
Locked.
We spread the damage out a little more than I would have liked. Okay. That's completely fine.
Commander.
The Maxim will come in and finish off the job. This is slightly outside of ideal range, but it's completely fine. We'll go with the overkill. I should have used Inferno SRMs there, though. I should have used Inferno.
Let's do this.
Okay, exiting combat. The Jaeger will definitely start sprinting up the shore,
Coordinates received.
as will the Guillotine. And the Archer will want to get them into position. The Hunchy can make his way up over here, the Chameleon over here.
Yes, I'm there.
This Chameleon can make his way up here. Again, we're assuming where this is going to end up, right? But it's an educated guess.
Understood.
The Nidhogg will move over this way.
Roger.
The J. Edgar also over here. The Maxim as well. And the Harasser perhaps all the way up over here. Okay. Allied turns. Turrets are coming online. Wonderful. Now where's the additional enemies at?
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Exactly where I expected them to be. Perfect. We see an archer and a second archer. Interesting.
Standing by.
What phase do they move? 15 and 13? I'm going to reserve our mechs. Oh, we do see a trebuchet. Oh, this is 2 lances. That's a lot of missiles.
Ready for
Okay,
orders.
well, the Nidhogg is going to make its way up. This is front arc, but that's okay. I want to target the trebuchet that just moved. They do have multiple trebuchets. We see a rifleman, a roughneck, a hunchback, a roughneck. This is going to be interesting. There's no doubt about that. But we're going to light these guys up with as much AoE damage as we can for right now. Okay. Structure exposure on the Treb. Roughneck moves up.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
Sensor locks the Nidhogg. Okay. That's fine.
What can I do for you?
The Chameleon isn't going to move yet. I think we're going to reserve everyone else here. Trebuchet backs off, does not fire.
What do you need?
The Blackjack can absolutely step down into this water and start taking long-range pot shots with the ERPPC.
Roger.
I don't expect anything, to be fair. Okay. Roughneck moves up. Fires on the Varger. That is 100% okay. I don't mind that.
Yes, Commander.
Now, they have no vehicles up here. So the Harasser isn't going to be the most useful. This is phase 19. So the Jaeger moves. Okay, we'll step the Jaeger up. And we'll pot shot. Actually, less than 1% chance. We'll save the ammo. Okay.
Standing by.
This is the Harasser, of course. And the Harasser is going to close in up over this way. I think we'll hold off on engaging with it, though. We'll just get up into position over here. The Rifleman is going to not fire. I like it. We'll close in with the Hunchy and make sure that we're staying out of LOS if we can. Okay. Their Hunchy closes in, fires on a Varger. I'm fine with that. They have so many missiles.
I hear you.
Okay. Our Chameleon will absolutely sprint in over this way.
Max speed, no shooting.
We need to engage them close range if we can. The Centurion, it's not going to sprint, but it is going to step forward a little bit, and then we'll hop into indirect sniper artillery mode. I would love to hit this trebuchet. They're all clustered around there. Let's see what we get. Okay. Good splash damage. That's what we like to see right now. The J. Edgar is going to come up over this way. 7 evasive pips. Hopefully that's enough to keep it alive.
Let's go.
39% on that rifleman there. It does have 3 energy weapons. Okay. That's fine. Next up,
I will be
the
done.
Archer. The Archer is going to step forward up here.
Moving to position.
And we're going to fire on their Archer. No, we're not. That's under a % chance of hitting.
Yep.
The Guillotine, however, will step forward.
Moving to position.
And we're going to take this one since there's no ammo involved. Yep, no hit. I'm not surprised.
I missed.
Indeed you did. I hope that some of these turrets are artillery. That's infantry suppression. Sniper artillery. That's a decent one. Heavy shredder. That's not ideal.
Ready.
Okay, well, our Maxim will go ahead and close in as up here as it can, which isn't super up here.
Roger.
But we'll position there for now. Okay, the Varger not firing. Phase 15. That's their Archer. It also didn't fire. Fascinating. Ooh, a tag on this Archer. That's noted. Gonna have to move our J. Edgar, but of course we already knew that. Firing on the Maxim, only getting 1 laser in there. That was a bit lucky for us. That could have gone much worse.
Commander.
Okay, our Chameleon here is going to sprint in. And it looks like we can get an ER medium laser pot shot off. Did we just hit the Nidhogg there? I think we did. Okay. Sniper artillery dropping on the Archer. That barrage also dropping on the Archer. And the Archer is knocked down. That's very good for us.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. So it's now the Chameleon's turn. The Chameleon is going to sprint up over this way. This is obstructed LOS, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. It's fine.
Knocking on target.
Okay. 2 hits there. We'll take it. One of those was a head hit. That's nice. Trebuchet moves up. Fires on that building. That's a lot of rockets. Okay. We can lose up to 4 buildings, though.
What can I do for you?
So this Chameleon will also come forward over here. Is this direct LOS? Direct-ish. We'll position here. And we're also going to go for those head hits. This guy only has 1 HP left. Anything? Nope. Okay, that's fine.
I'm here.
The archer will come forward. And we're also going to go for those sweet, sweet head hits. I want this archer dead.
Affirmative.
Head hit? No. Sad.
Ready for order.
I mean, it's not surprising, right? But
On my
it's
way.
still sad. Now, we actually only have LOS on this archer here. That surprises me a little bit, but okay, we'll not fire with the Jaeger then. Roughneck backs off, does not fire.
Yeah.
Our guillotine will position here
Heading out.
in the water, and we will fire on this archer. We're trying to get him to either eject or just kill the pilot. Ah, we didn't get him.
Negative damage.
Sad. Okay.
What do you need?
The Blackjack will also do largely the same thing. Step into the water here. And we're going to potshot that head.
Confirmed.
Another hit on the Nidhogg.
I'm showing minor damage.
Rude. Okay.
Standing by.
So the Nidhogg at this point is certainly going to... Actually, this is a very attractive target for us. We can move up to here.
Moving to position.
ECM jam all of them, and drop bombs on the rear arc of this rifleman, which has essentially no armor. Although this isn't rear arc. This is rear arc on the archer and the roughneck. The roughneck is the better one to drop bombs on, I think.
Roger.
Okay. That's a lot of damage to that roughneck's rear arc. I like it. That trebuchet did not fire.
Something you want done?
We're going to take the J. Edgar off over this direction-ish. That's flames on the way. This is some very rough terrain out here. I guess we'll sit in the flames. It's certainly not ideal,
Roger. Full speed.
but we will light up the roughneck.
Taking the shot.
Okay, a little damage into its rear arc there.
Waiting for orders.
The harasser is going to position... I'd love to get in behind this trebuchet, if we can. We can't, but we can get in over here. That's fine. If we lose the harasser, I don't mind. That's completely okay. So we'll light up this hunchback.
Fire an all weapon.
Only a single flamer hit. A little sad, but that's okay. Barger on the archer, not doing any damage. Okay. Hunchback moves now. Attempts to melee attack the J. Edgar. Fascinating. They're really clustered up here.
Ready for orders.
Our Hunchy will advance over here and continue trying to wipe out that archer.
Firing.
LRM 20 crit there. Structure exposure. Still no head hit.
Critical hit.
And still no ejection either. Okay. That's fine. Varger also going up there. Phase 15. The other archer also clusters in there.
I'm receiving you.
There's some friendly fire going to be involved here, but I can't not shoot at this with the Centurion. Like, yeah, we're going to hit the J. Edgar, but I kind of don't care. They're so clustered in here. I think we go for the rear arc on the Hunchback here.
Acknowledged.
Okay, that was unfortunate. We completely missed, and we ended up destroying the Harasser. We did a little damage to the enemy, but that was really, really unfortunate. But I don't mind losing the Harasser, in all honesty. This Rifleman here, he has really, really low rear armor. We could get into his rear arc without even sprinting. And that's what we're going to do. Standard. AC5 ammo explosion, but it was contained.
Score. Critical hit.
Okay. The Archer is now taking some PPC fire. Okay. Sniper artillery landing here. That's actually pretty ideal. Or fairly ideal, anyway. So the Archer finally gets up. And it's going to fire on the Chameleon. It's going to overheat there. Yeah, that's a big overheat. Okay.
Let's do this.
This Chameleon is absolutely going to close in over here. This is not
Acknowledged.
ideal in terms of LOS, but we'll take it.
Firing all weapons.
That is actually a pilot incapacitation on that Archer. Great. Absolutely wonderful. Roughneck is not firing. Okay.
Receiving you.
Now, our Nidhogg is the next to move. And looking at the way these guys are laid out, I want to move the Nidhogg over to here.
On it.
And I want to drop bombs on this Trebuchet.
Target locked on rear arc.
That was a lot of internal damage.
I've got multiple weapons with no ammo.
Yep, that's expected. Roughneck just did nothing. That Trebuchet is very close to dead. Okay. Our Jaeger is going to sprint forward here. There's not too much we've got for LOS. That's expected.
I hear you.
Our Chameleon is absolutely going to make its way around this flank. This is rear arc.
Going
Okay,
turbo.
we're going to position here. I'm going to Vigilance because the Chameleon could theoretically get really torn up here. But I'm going to go for this Hunchback's rear arc, which has already been a little softened.
Firing everything I've got.
Okay, we got a structure exposure there. That's fine. Trebuchet moves over, does not fire.
Ready to get it on.
The J. Edgar is going to go ahead and move over this direction. This is only 2 evasive pips, but maybe that's okay. Like, we move over here. If we lose the J. Edgar, it's not a big deal.
Copy that.
Some more damage into that rear arc. We'll take it.
I'm your spaniel.
The Archer does actually have direct LOS here, which is a little shocking to me. Who's that on? That is on this Trebuchet. It's fairly fresh, but it's out of rockets.
Acknowledged.
Okay, we'll do some damage to it.
Minor damage, Commander.
Yeah, you're
Nothing
okay.
to see here.
That Trebuchet firing on the J. Edgar, actually missing both of its lasers, but those rockets... Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. The J. Edgar was always expendable in that situation.
Yep.
The fact that they wasted all those rockets on it is actually a win for us. Like, the J. Edgar was pretty inconsequential.
I'm taking the shot.
Okay, no joy on that Trebuchet. That's fine. Next up, their Archer moves up and fires on the Varga. That's a waste of its turn. I like it.
Ready for orders.
Okay, our Hunchy is going to have to try to circumvent these flames. We could get to here, or we could go here, and next round we'll be able to engage with our Hunchy.
Commander,
Our Centurion is going to step forward,
location confirmed.
and the question is, what do we go for here? The rear arc of this Hunchy is very attractive. There's also this roughneck rear arc that we could go for. And I think we're going to do that. Sniper artillery does not work in indirect mode from here. So we're going to go ahead and fire, or rather indirect mode. So we're going to fire it in indirect mode. Kaboom.
I'm under heavy fire.
You're okay. There's a little bit of friendly fire there, but I think overall that was very worthwhile. That Hunchy just did almost more damage to the roughneck than he did to our Maxim. I like it. Our ally moves up, doesn't really do anything. The Blackjack is going to position here. We do not have water, so we're going to start building heat up. That's okay. Hopefully we don't backstab our friend. We did not. Perfect.
Receiving you.
Now for the Maxim. We're going to position right behind the roughneck,
Location confirmed.
and we're going to finish it. This is a dead roughneck.
Targeting Alpha Strike.
Excellent.
Hostile eliminated.
Okay. Rifleman gets up. That's fine. That rifleman is very hurt. It does fire on the Maxim, but we can take that. And even if we lose the Maxim, it's not a big deal. We can repair it, no problem. The Chameleon is, at this point, going to just move in directly behind the Trebuchet. We're not going to fire the ER medium laser here for heat purposes, but otherwise, we're just going to come in, hit this rear arc as hard as we can. Good, good. We got the unsteady there. Nice. So structure exposure on the Trebuchet.
Standing by.
The Nidhogg at this point is out of bombs and rocket packs, so we're pretty much just going to come up over here and maybe go for the Hunchy. There's a chance that we finish off the Hunchy here. Not a great chance, but there is a chance.
Locked on. Rear arm.
Yeah, we hit the leg. Okay, yeah, go for that, Chameleon. See what happens. He's improved to unsettled.
Ready.
Well, we'll have to do something about that. The archer will step forward, and we're going to lob some missiles on up here. I wouldn't mind hitting this Trebuchet. And this side arc is better to hit than that archer's front arc. Okay, fantastic. The Trebuchet is dead.
Hope we can salvage that.
We don't need to.
Receiving you.
Our Hunchback will absolutely come in to engage these guys. I do think that we could come punch the Rifleman. That is something we could do. Or rather, technically kick the Rifleman into this side arc. And I don't hate that.
Heading out.
Let's get in there. Okay, we missed the hit. That's fine. This is his weak arc. It might be dead here. Indeed. That's a pilot ejection. Wonderful.
How's it going?
Okay. So our Chameleon is absolutely going to advance up here as much as it can. We're going to hit the archer's front arc here. Now, this isn't super useful,
Here we go.
but we're mostly just keeping it busy. Giving it something to think about other than attacking our buildings. Okay, that Trebuchet moves up, but does not fire. I like it.
Receiving you.
Our Jaeger does actually have an LOS out here in the water.
Position confirmed.
It is on this archer. We're going to take this, but it's a little risky.
Knowledge.
Okay. We didn't hit the Maxim. That's what's important.
Targeting systems janky.
Nah, it's not your targeting system. That was just a million miles away. Roughneck firing on the Varga. Sure. I don't care. You can do that all you want. We're going to advance the Guillotine up over to here. We don't have LOS, so that's fine. Okay, their archer is going to melee our Hunchy. That's a bold move.
My armor is getting ripped off.
Huh. So they meleeed our Hunchy in the head. From the rear arc. That's unlucky. Well, we'll see if Adrenaline survives. He may be dead. We have a chance that he survives it, but he's probably dead. That's just bad luck. There's really nothing I could have done to predict that that would have been a head hit. Really, really is nothing. We're going to fire on this trebuchet. Okay. Shoulder destruction.
Critical hit, Commander.
And that also should have splashed that archer a little bit.
Aye, aye.
Our blackjack will go ahead and advance over here. We don't have LOS.
Understood. Moving fast.
I don't know how they get those rear arc head hits so regularly when we never melee the head, but we melee all the time. I choose to believe it is RogueTech cheating. So we're going to position behind the Hunchy and finish it. And losing another pilot does, of course, mean that that accelerates when we're going to need to leave this planet, because we've tapped out the hiring hall here. So if we do lose him, that does mean that we'll have to get out of here much more quickly. And honestly, that replacing that head will take a while anyway, so we'll probably bail on this world. Really? Attacking that building, huh? Okay.
I'm here.
Well, our guillotine is now in LOS to attack that trebuchet,
Confirmed.
so we'll happily do that. We'll fire the bolt-ons, I guess.
Firing.
Not great hit odds, but we'll take it. Yeah, we hit literally nothing there.
Damn it, I missed.
I am getting tired of being rear arc melee attacked in the head, though. I gotta say. I feel like that's something that should be addressed.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, our Chameleon will come up over here and hit their trebuchet. He's already weak in the rear arc, so that'll be fine.
Locked on for physical attack.
Hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. I want to check something. Our archer. His melee attack does 53 damage. $53. Now, this is their archer, of course, but it's kind of the same on everything, 16 and 45. How exactly does that kill the head? I mean, he had the AoE damage, I suppose. Maybe that was enough. Maybe.
What do you need?
But even so, I'm getting tired of being meleeed in the head from the rear arc. I gotta say. Like, I personally don't believe that that should even be possible. I don't think you should even get a roll on the rear arc. Or on the head from the rear arc. Like, going from the rear arc has so many other benefits, right? You don't need a roll from the rear arc head. And I suspect you only get that if you, like, punch rather than kick, to be fair. But even so, I don't think you should have a head roll from the rear arc.
Ready for orders.
Regardless, the Nidhogg can move in behind the archer here.
Putting one in the back.
Nice.
Ready for orders.
Okay, now it's our archer's turn. We'll go ahead and move up. And we will fire on the archer it is. Okay.
Roger that.
There we go.
I'm out
Yeah,
of
I think you
order.
have to punch in order to get a rear arc head roll. That makes sense, but at the same time, why would you want a rear arc head roll? You know? It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Target locked.
Really? That was a terrible shot, right at our Chameleon. Okay. We'll take it, I guess.
Bye.
Not that we have much choice.
All right, full speed.
That was a completely fresh Hunchy, too.
Battle mech power-up detected.
Okay. So the Maxim will position over here and finish off the archer.
Acknowledged.
Get out of here.
Mech destroyed.
But yeah, I feel like their melee head hit roll chance is much higher than ours. Like, I can't even recall ever getting a melee head hit on RogueTech. Regardless, we'll finish off this roughneck. We will see if we lost adrenaline, and we're probably going to have to head somewhere else entirely. That roughneck isn't dead yet. I was hoping it would die from that one, but it did not.
My heat orders.
That's okay. The Nidhogg will come in behind, and the Nidhogg should finish it off.
Locked on. We're on.
There we go. Pilot ejection. Okay.
Successful.
So the real question is, did Adrenaline survive? He probably died, but there's a small chance that he survived. We'll see. Yeah, we didn't get much pay. We didn't opt for much pay. Killed in action. Okay, so Adrenaline is indeed dead. That's just bad luck. That is just awful luck. Not really anything I could have done about that, honestly. Okay. So, in terms of this salvage, do we want... Ooh, 4 roughneck parts is actually a pretty quality priority salvage. What are its hard points? Okay, yeah, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Combat shotgun. Internal ammo, 10 shots. Jury-rigged handheld LBX. We'll take that for sure. That is very, very interesting. Couple of endosteel structures. 2 engine core 300s. We'll definitely take that. That's high quality salvage there. Double heat sinks. We'll take those. Otherwise, 4 archer parts. That's another high quality one. I like it. Okay, we'll get rid of... Do we want the large chem laser? I'm not too into chem lasers. Let's get rid of them. Rockets. Again, I'm not too into them. Basic cockpits, get out of here. We don't need these machine guns. We don't need these engine core 200s. I just grabbed that for selling. Same with the 240. FCS standard, no thanks. Standard heatsink cooling, no thanks. We don't have any standard fusion engines right now. We'll keep them around. Mine clearance LRMs? That's what PPCs are for. Come on, guys. Okay, we'll call that good. So, I mean, we do have a substitute mech warrior that we can bring in. We're not going to be short on mech warriors. That does mean, however, that we have no remaining subs. So that is going to be problematic, and I think that we should start heading somewhere a little bit more challenging. Losing that mech, though, that was just a fluke. So the question is, how much does Yang think that this is going to cost to repair? And we'll let him just repair it. Or actually, we should probably... Yeah, Adrenaline died. That's fine. We should probably actually manually repair the Hunchy. Yeah, that's fine, Yang. So let's hop into the mech bay here and manually repair the Hunchy. We'll stop that work. Yeah, that's the majority of it. And then we will refit this. The question is, just how much... did we lose here? Sensors SLDF, that's not too bad. We may be able to get a solid upgrade out of this, actually, if we go into our equip and we check our targeting computers and such. Indirect, okay. Advanced jammer, we can replace the SLDF sensors, no problem. We want to max out this armor, too. There we go. Oh, yeah. Can't quite max it. That's fine. Standard FCS. We don't have any laser FCS. Okay. That's fine. I wouldn't mind putting that indirect into the... Centurion. That wouldn't be awful. We should probably do that, as long as we're planning on going somewhere else anyway, right? We should put that FCS into here. So let's just grab this and go down. And we'll toss in the indirect plus. Wonderful. We'll get that installed. Everybody else can just be manually repaired. So that's only going to take 2 days to repair the Hunchy. Regardless, I still think we should travel somewhere else for hiring haul and for better salvage. So let's just take a look at what we've got for travel contracts. This is a 4.5 skull priority mission. Okay. This is a 5 skull to lurk. Actually, we should be looking at this not here, but rather in the navigation.
Commander on deck.
Okay. So we have a priority mission to go here. That is not particularly difficult. We have a travel contract to go here. That is not particularly helpful. There is a priority mission over here. Travel contract all the way out here in Taurian space. Let's go ahead and filter this to be like 4.5 or 5 skulls. Something like this. Yeah, 5 skull should probably be reasonable. But honestly, we don't have much for travel contracts available, it seems. Not much at all. So we may just have to go somewhere. I mean, there is this right next to us. 25k, 29 days. There's no travel contract. But that's okay. Let's go. So we'll get these repairs done, and we are on our way. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.